season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense will take the first swing of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great team.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Holds and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's take a moment and think Missouri State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
So here comes the Bear offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The running back has it. Creates a little room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Unloads quickly. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds and the 29, and they are rolling. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Finds a spot in the middle. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Reese. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Bears have moved it inside the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Missouri State! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this quarterback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
With the catch, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Makes the catch. It's Smith. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge in. And into the end zone for a touchdown. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bears will line up to punt it away. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. The screen, he can go. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own.
Just plowing ahead. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. He's got it. And it's in for a touchdown.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the quick grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. All right, guys, let's talk just a little about Missouri State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the
Wide open spaces. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Caught behind the line. It's Joyner. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes.
You missed the 52-yard field goal, come up empty on the drive, and now momentum sort of swings to the offense as they'll snap it from the 35. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2 and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
He takes it at the 45. Can they catch him? Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Using his legs, it's Morris. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field. So here comes the Bear offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed behind the line. It's Peppers. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. They'll try the run. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the Pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
You got to be so careful too, David, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage too because everybody's staring.
He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts.
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Bears send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Smith. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And he's got a touchdown.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. With jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and take it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Trying to get behind the defense. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They're going to test the right side with this one. Gets it past the marker. Nice move, creates some space. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Complete to start this drive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Got his man quickly. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Reese. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on second down. Soft spot in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw again. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Looking to fire. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Here's the punt, and whether it goes 3 yards or 93 yards, just don't let that return guy get it again. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback gets the first down. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Floating away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's open on the right. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
The offense changing the play. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Lets it fly. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense.
He's in for the score. Touchdown.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
Let's go! Let's go!
Defense in press coverage. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Reese. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Reese. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer. Instead, they're still way, way behind. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. He's all the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from